I am whipping together some corned beef hash this morning. And oh gosh, I was so stoked the other day at the store. I actually found English style beans, and I've seen them on the shelves before, but they shockingly uh, here go for $4.50 a can as compared to about $1.25 for a can of bush baked beans. But they're delicious, like quite different, but so similar and comforting. But I thought that would be a yummy complement to the corned beef hash. And so I have some cold water here. I'm just going to start with peeling the potatoes and have a little music going on in the background. Yeah. Yeah, and we have a crazy cat seeing, I think there are 3 cats outside in the yard, and he's running from window to window, and he is wanting to go out and romp around. So many cats in this complex, huh?
He's doing it since he sees a girl with the Christmas tree.
Oh, I did see that. I think it's...
No, she's actually taking it.
She's taking it out of the house. Yeah, Christmas is over, so people who have the live trees are hopefully recycling them, huh?
Where are they recycling them?
Well, there are places where they'll take dried Christmas trees. Real Christmas trees dry up if you don't put them in water, which a lot of people don't. Oh, yes. Potato. And this is going to be Kiddo's first go with corned beef hash. We'll see how this goes. It's super simple. And I actually don't even have a written recipe for this. Oh, goodness gracious. Because
More
every time
potatoes.
yeah, that's right.
1, 2,
How many total?
3. Peel off the potato. And
peeled potatoes?
2 potatoes with peel.
Yes, unpeeled.
No,
Un-U-N, unpeeled.
no. 2 potatoes that do have peel.
All right.
Mom,
Yes, love?
I kind of like milk and little one.
Oh, do you? Well, that's great. That's great, too. It's nice to have some variety. Variety! Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this water boiling.
Mom, why do you only do shortcuts?
Oh, this is actually a recording, so it's not a short clip. It's a lot easier than uploading a video that's been recorded in advance.
Like tasting history.
Yes, he does all the edits and adds things to the videos, like all those great pictures and special effects.
Can you make a tiny one?
Ooh, watch your fingers near a knife. Can I make a tiny what?
Square.
Well, here, watch. Ooh, you keep those little mitts away. Okay.
Which was my favorite tiny square. squid. None of them.
None of them. Oh, splish splash.
Big tiny squid is this size.
Yeah. Do, do, do.
Mom, you're just making it wrong.
Well, it doesn't have to look perfectly square. Thank you for the assist. One, nope, nope, keep the arms away from the knife. The giant knife at that. Yeah, you just watch and learn for now. Nope. If you do that again, I'm going to ask you to step away. Oh, pardon. Okay, gotta step away. Okay, you can watch PBS once you're finished with your brekkie. I had planned to make a corned beef hash, and when Kiddo woke up this morning, she went straight to the pantry and she wanted frosted flakes with marshmallows. When she's keen on that, she just goes straight to the pantry. She actually set the table for both of us, and so we just had some frosted flakes. But this is what we're gonna eat here in a little bit. We have a fun day of swimming at the Y ahead of us.
The Y is today, Mom.
It sure is. That is such an incredible facility. We have a lot of fun there. I'm going to invite one of her little friends over to join us this time, so that'll be neat. Can't go wrong with a float on the lazy river on a rainy Saturday afternoon. You know, I actually did reach out to their mama. I haven't heard back yet, though. They might be out of town visiting their brother. Matthew? He lives across the, over the mountains. He lives a couple of hours away with his daddy. Uh-huh. All right, so while those potatoes are going, getting rolling, I'm going to get ahead on the onion. I went with some smaller onions this time, hoping that they may not have the rot in the center like those other giant onions had. The last few that I cut into were shockingly rotted in the center. No, they, of course, looked fine on the outside. So I thought the little ones might be a better way to go this time around. But typically, I just use one onion. Woo. Every time I cut onions, I think of all the tips that I have gotten over the years to help prevent the discomfort to the eyes, because these are definitely very fragrant onions. I remember seeing once that people put a slice of onion on top of their head as they cut, and that helped helped them. I don't know how pleasant they were to sit next to after that. I do know for sure that if you rinse the onions in cold water and rinse your knife frequently with cold water, that helps to mellow it out as well. And there is also a fantastic trick that totally works, and I forget to do it. Not quite in the habit of it yet. But if you put your onions in the fridge overnight when they're not cut, that coldness really, that makes all the difference in the world.
What I do? Always forget to get coconuts.
Coconuts? I don't know if I forget.
You never get it from grocery outlet.
Well, we could pick up a coconut. I love coconut. My kiddo loves exotic fruit. She's been eyeballing the whole coconut lately.
We're going to this coconut store. Well, I guess it's grocery outlet. Baby elephant love it.
Hey, sweetie. There we go.
Yeah.
Honey, for now, I'm filming. I would like that off. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, one of my best memories about cutting onions was when I worked. I managed a mid-mountain ski lodge years back, many years back now. And I remember going into the back kitchen, and the cooks, gosh, they had to cut by hand, or dice by hand, giant bags of onions every day, as part of their prepping. And I remember coming back and seeing both the cooks with ski goggles on as they were chopping their onions. And it really helps. And for a long time, I actually had my swimming goggles in the kitchen, and I would use that. Just fun little tips and tricks. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is that dirty?
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Thank you. So helpful. I watched this too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. One of my least favorite songs in the world. It is amazing how songs just about, I cannot turn on the radio and not be transported back in time to memories.
I think the cat's trying to talk to the other cat.
I think he probably is.
I think they're communicating. And that big coconut right there, I do not know where that coconut came from. See the big coconut? Coconut.
I don't know where it came from either.
Wanna tell it?
Perhaps.
Or somebody drops it? Or is that a huge cat poop?
Oh, that would not be. That'd be scary. That's almost as big as the cat.
Oh no, it's small. It's a coconut. That's how big coconuts are.
All right. The other night, I actually prepared the corned beef in advance in the pressure cooker. So it's been in the fridge. It'll be nice and firm, easy to cut. But I'm going to go ahead and get to shredding this. Those potatoes, once they get to a boil, I'm going to give it about 8 minutes. You don't want it to get mushy. You just want to cook the center. Then I'm just going to drain them off, and then start this pan up again with 4 tablespoons of butter. And then I'll just toss those potatoes back in, fry them up, then add the onions, and then the chopped up corned beef with a little bit of seasonings. I'm gonna trim these. Oh, I am. This song reminds me of one of my dearest, oldest friends. She lives in Tucson. And gosh, her laugh is like pure sunshine. She's an amazing woman.
Are you talking
Thank
about me?
Oh, well, actually, I'm talking about Celeste. This song reminds me of Celeste. You haven't met her yet. Not yet. We have not seen each other for many years.
Yeah. I'm slapping your father. But it's funny.
Oh, there's the...
Cute, Mr. Bottom.
I'm going to go ahead and start the timer here. Please. You're actually...
I'm trying
You're
to get
distracting
your
me,
bottom
and I'm
to
cutting
cute.
things I don't want to be distracted. Okay.
I'm trying to get your bottom to
Look at me.
cute.
Please.
Yo, I wanted to get
Okay, you can do that.
cow. How do you spell cow?
So let's sound it out.
Ow. Probably O in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, there. No, that's not an O. There's the O.
Very good.
Cow. How do you spell horse? How do you spell horse?
Let's sound it out. Well, might not.
I did exactly. Ow, ow.
So for the first time using a pressure cooker, when I was making this, I stepped away. I thought, well, it's a really low heat, but, you know, we'll see what happens. I stepped away, and when I came back 20 minutes later, the pressure had dropped. And so what you're supposed to do when that happens is you restart the cooking time. You bring the unit back to pressure, and then restart the time. So I was a little concerned that this was going to be overcooked, but honestly, it feels just fine. It definitely makes it a lot easier to cut when it's cold. It definitely takes a step out of things to prepare it in advance. I have made corned beef hash with the can, and yeah, it's yummy. It's best if it's crispy, but I really prefer it with the fresh potatoes and fresh meat. But it's good all the way around. This has been a favorite of mine. Gosh, I remember going to a little diner, breakfast diner, when I was in high school, and we had the kind of schedule where I would just go to school for homeroom, and then I would have 2 hours before my first class. So I'd pop down to the diner and, you know, read, or, you know, sometimes we'd go with some friends, and I always got their skillet corned beef hash. That's where I really fell in love with it. That was definitely from a can. And over the years, I have just liked to do it by my own, or from scratch. What, Libby?
I can't see never mind.
Yeah, they're all over the place, huh?
I see 2 of them now.
Yeah.
Or well, first.
There you go. You found all the magnets from moving.
That should be how to write strawberry.
%100% throwback. So Oh, yes, I do. This doesn't bring back any memories at all, but it's not a fave.
Hey, Mom, look. It's green, red, green, red.
Yes, very Christmassy.
Green, red.
You know what I really need is I need my phone going and Bandcamp playing in the background.
Whoa! There's
I'm not
something
feeling the radio this morning.
I can't find it.
When in doubt, classical music works. Oh, good morning. Hello, Yabron and Andrea. Oh, thanks for the great music in the background as I turned it. I'm sorry about that. We are making corned beef hash.
You.
Yeah, well, don't knock it till you try it, kid.
It's that
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. You liked the corned beef on St. Patty's Day. She is not keen on potatoes. Yeah, which breaks my heart. But at the same time, I still do try. And we definitely eat plenty of potatoes in this house. Mama loves her mashies.
Mom, do you know where?
What, baby?
I can't see too hard.
Ooh, I saw a fuse. I was sliding those
Yeah,
back.
but I already used too hard.
Oh. Is there a capital R in there?
Yeah. There's two capital R's. And I used one and there's...
What are you trying to spell?
Strawberry. I don't
Oh.
know why. Well, where's R and another R?
Keep a lookout. We found our magnets for the fridge, and they're all sorts of letters and pictures. And kiddo pulled this out the other day, and I thought, yeah, it's time. She is definitely learning to spell.
I got 5 too hard. Mom, are you ready?
Let's see.
Ready?
Oh,
I used that one.
look at you! Holy moly! I don't see any more R's either. Oh, I do. One. Here's one.
R. And one more R. Mom, where's that?
The bin. Everything from the bin is on the.
Yeah, but there was like a magical wand like
Oh. It's not in there. That's just Play-Doh, Bubba.
there.
I took it apart. So they're back on the.
Yeah, but there's a star.
Okay. So potatoes are ready.
Yeah, but then there's a star. And there's not a star. There's not a star to go in this star.
No, I guess not, baby.
Please. There's one more R.
Okay. I'm gonna drop this heat down to medium. Let that cool down for a moment. Holy moly. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of butter for the potatoes and a little bit of oil because that is Daisy. I'm trying to talk. If you're gonna do this, you need to work quietly, please. Okay. All right. You do want to add oil because that prevents the butter from just burning. It's a great little kitchen trick.
Mom, do you think this is a good arm?
That'll work, yeah. That's as close as you can get, I think.
Close as a
Actually, I'm just going to use this whole thing there.
That's a tiny baby F.
Yeah. Strawberry! Very good. You're going to spell coconut next?
Yeah.
Oh, and horse has an E on the end. H-O-R-S-E. Where's an E? Oh! There's an E. Whoop.
There's a lot of O's and C's.
Mm-hmm.
So, C-O.
Okay. This is also an awesome dish because it is definitely a one-pot dish. I just drained off the potatoes in a colander and rinsed this out. Just rinse the starch off. And then we'll just reuse this business.
Oh.
While that's going,
Cola.
that's right, like Coca-Cola. I'm going to get those beans started too. Wherever you are in the world, I do hope you are enjoying a beautiful day as well.
Coconut. I want a coconut.
I think we could pick up a coconut.
Today? Yeah.
Easy peasy. Okay.
Mom, look.
Look at that. Very good.
Mom, I need an egg.
All right.
Mom.
Okay. So you don't have to cook the potatoes before adding them to the pan. I do because I do like them crispy on the outside and soft in the middle. And these, the size is just about perfect. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. Do you need some light, babe? Will that help?
No, I just need an egg. No, that kind of makes it harder.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay. Light is off.
And I need egg. Mom, do it and then I can make you go back.
What does that say?
Pat.
Pan man?
No, not pat.
That's a cute.
Use
That's a man. Oh, yes.
pat.
That is a cue. That is a cue. Or it could
Like
be a D
this.
too. Where is it? P. I see a P.
My G.
No, I see a P.
That's my G.
I'm not looking at that. Have a look around.
Wait, is this a D or is this a D?
That's a D. That's a P.
This is a D?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Please tell you. There's a D. Pad.
P. You found it?
Yeah.
Pan. Very good. That is a pan.
And that's to make sure.
That's an exclamation point.
I know. Like the pad is hot. To make sure. And then it's a man. Pad.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Pad.
Go ahead and add the onions. Mm-hmm. Alright, get that ready for the eggs. I do like serving corned beef hash with a over easy egg on top with a side of beans. Delish.
Mom, look. 7 plus 2 equals 9.
Very good. Yes, it is. That is correct. Oh, these are there already. These are so delicious. Again, these are English style baked beans that I found for an incredible price. Maybe it was like shocking. $4.50 a can for English style beans, baked beans in hell where I live. Anyway, in the Pacific Northwest. So that's kind of fun to be able to stock up. One of my other favorite dishes to prepare, for many years, has been a full English breakfast. Ironically, I was introduced to that in Australia, and one thing that I to do it right, you have to have the blood pudding, and the place or the butcher where I can find the blood pudding is about 23 miles away from here, and it's in the direction that I do not often go. And so if I'm out in that direction, I'll pick up some blood pudding and make a full English breakfast. But you want to talk about like comfort food, no matter what, one of the most delicious breakfasts you can get. That is a full English breakfast done properly. as proper as I can certainly manage. I've learned a lot from friends. I am half English by heritage, and I did have an English uncle who introduced me to some fun things, but we really didn't spend much time in the kitchen at all. We spent plenty of time nibbling and enjoying, but a lot of my English friends have just imparted some good tips and tricks, and I'd say next to German cuisine, British cuisine is my favorite. It's what I crave. Hey, kitty. And Lizzie is going after a mashie or a little potato. What word is next?
Cocoa.
Oh.
I'll just see this to you.
C-O. That's a good use of that. C-O-C-O. Cocoa. Cocoa nut. Oh, you spelled it there, right? Can you spell school?
No.
Ooh.
I can spell apple.
Mm-hmm. Apple. That works.
Where's A? Is there any backwards D?
A little bit more tea. Oh, did you drink your tea? Yep. It's probably a perfect temperature. It'll help your throat. We have been fighting off a cold. I'm waking up with a sore throat. Well, I'm not getting these very crispy. I should have added more oil. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to go ahead and add the corned beef, and the fat that renders off that will add a beautiful crisp to this business. I think I went a little too long on the potatoes. That's okay. Onions are nice and translucent. I'll raise the heat a little bit. And take the beans off the heat. I love that smell. Beep, beep. I need a little more butter for the eggs. N-E. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. It was an accident. Pardon me. I'm going to go ahead and get the steak ready. just continue like this until the corned beef is warmed up, and ideally you want to get a nice like crisp on it. I like to pop this under the broiler for a few minutes, and it gives it kind of a crispy top. But we'll see if we can achieve the same effect, at least on the bottom here. This is again just barely over medium heat. Get that fat rendering out of the corned beef. I'm going to go ahead and get this egg going. 2 eggs rather. Sunny side up. Actually, it's not fully runny sunny side up. My kiddo's not too keen on that, so I get it pretty close. You don't see an E?
Yeah. It's a lowercase e, not an uppercase e.
Oh. There's an E. Well, it's an uppercase E, but it'll work.
There, apple.
There you are.
I used the A as a P.
Yep, that's a good way to do it, Bob. There we are. We're getting the crisp. How do you spell what, love?
Sayla.
S E
S E
L
Oh, it'll might be a hard one.
There it is. A. Is L hard to find?
Yeah.
I remember there being a lot of L's. Oh, maybe you've used them. Okay. Medium high heat for the eggs.
Mommy, are these L?
Those are L's. Yes. Correct. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that
L.
hash off the
And
heat.
the
There it is.
H
Beautiful.
after-
There's a little bit of
is
crisp
H
on top,
after-
and certainly the bottom will get crispy
is
as I'm
H-
cooking the eggs.
Is H after- is H
S-E-L-A-H.
after-
Do, 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 do. I need to pick up some eggs today. Pick up some eggs while we get our coconut. Beep, beep. Pardon me.
Oh, I can see A. Except I just might have to take it away from that
Yeah.
and put it on Sayla.
Right. So again, with the corned beef hash, very simple. That was 3 pounds of cooked corned beef. It was diced. I'd say about 5 medium-sized potatoes. You can go more or less depending on your preferences. I like to season my eggs. And generous pinch of salt, a sprinkle of pepper, and yeah, you fry up that goodness together. Top it with a over easy egg and a little side of beans, English style if you can't find them. And some tea, if you are keen on tea.
See, I think I added enough of
You have? Is it time to switch it up?
into some milk.
There it is. You can see it's crispy on the bottom there. If you popped it under the broiler, it would just be even better. That's kind of, in my opinion, one of the best parts. Is the crisp.
All the letters are by each other for strawberry.
Oh! Well, yes. You might have to use some different words. Sure. Hmm.
Only on the fruits they tell you the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit more. Kiddo's not the keenest on beans, but I know, but these are the delicious ones. All right.
My nickname's Beans because I don't like beans.
Yeah, if your nickname is Beans. This is awesome to reheat in a skillet with some butter and oil. I probably will pop this into the oven and we'll have breakfast for dinner next upcoming nights. There it is. Corned beef hash.
I think my the bread that I went, the bread that I used.
Also the onion.
Tied with the toast on the top, and that is salmon.
Right. Yeah, so there's just potato, onion, and corned beef in that business. No need to get complicated.
Just go below. He says delicious.
You know. Yeah, and if you're bothered by the crust or what's burnt onto the bottom of the pan, not burnt, but crusted on the bottom of the pan, just, immediately soak the pan in hot soapy water and just let it sit for a little while, and that crust on the bottom will just lift. Easy to take care of. Right there. I added a little too much water.
Mom, Dad.
But that is okay. It's kind of like a poached egg.
Made.
What? Oh, pardon me. This is splish splashing. Yeah, it's kind of like poached. After brekkie, I love. After brekkie.
We already have.
All right, so there you have it. Corned beef hash for brekkie. Thank you for joining us in the kitchen today, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Stay warm out there.
That's our lunch, Mom.
Yeah, it could be our lunch.